Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, Deep Drive version 3. This is the newest version of Deep Drive Baseball. You can get a whole season for about $15. I'm replaying the 1971 Oakland A's season. And today it's going to be Blue Moon Odom against Tommy John, the Chicago White Sox. And I have stats for everybody, so because I use PC Replay Baseball to keep track of all my stats. And we're right about to start. Let me go over the lineups real quick so you know who's playing. It's Angel Mangual, the center fielder, Rudy, the left fielder, Jackson batting third and right field, Tommy Davis, the first baseman, Bando at third base, Tennis, the catcher, batting sixth. Oh, and I didn't bring him in. Batting seventh is Brown. Green, we got Green batting eighth, and batting ninth is Blue Moon Odom. So and now I'm going to go into the, there he is, Gene Tennis, instead of Dave Duncan, who's struggling, at the plate. He's kind of he's not a great hitter, but he's doing he batted 250. He's not doing that well with me. And after Bando, it's going to be Tennis. So Tennis will be starting today. That's good. I like Tennis. One of my players I like. And for the White Sox, it's Walt Williams, no Nick Williams in left field leading off. Pat Kelly, the right fielder. Carlos May, the first baseman. He's on my 76 Yankee replay using Fall Classic Baseball. Bill Melton, third baseman, who's an outstandingly excellent defender in 1971 using this game and using the metrics that were used by Chris Witt. And Jay Johnstone, center fielder, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Mike Andrews, second baseman. This is the Oakland Mike Andrews, I believe, from the 73 World Series. He was part of a big scandal at the time where he made a couple of errors, and Charlie Finley wanted to basically kick him off the team. And then all the guys started wearing his number on their shirts, and it was a big to-do. And then eventually MLB stepped in, and he had to rejoin the team. So Ed Herman, the catcher, he's going to be a Yankee as well, or he was a Yankee. This is 71. I think he's going to be a Yankee. Luis Alvarado, the shortstop, and Tommy John, who, again, another future Yankee on the mound. Let's start playing. The way you play this game is you throw 3 D10s. You read the red and the white. Now 0 to 49 is off the batter. 50 to 99 is off the pitcher. Then you can always land from either card. You can land on Deep Drive Chart, which is a blast. You got a ballpark card as well that comes into play versus left-handed and right-handed batters. The green die is going to tell you what kind of out it is. And let's play ball. Angel Mangual. What's Mangual batting? He is batting .317. And it's got a ton of RBIs for a guy who doesn't really play all the time. Let's see. Mangual has 3 home runs and 126 at-bats, 36 games. We are in game 82 of the season, so I'm halfway through the replay. Here's a pitch from Tommy John, the left-hander. It's a 14, and that's bounced through the left side for a base hit. Mangual muscles one through the left side of the infield, and he's on at first. Now, not a great base stealer, so he's not going to be running. Joe Rudy's up next. That's a 23, and that'll be an out. What kind of an out is a 6? That is ripped to the shortstop, Alvarado, who flips to the second baseman. Andrews, the throw to first in time. 6-4-3, double play. 2 out, nobody on. Here in the top of the first inning, it's Reginald Martinez Jackson. Jackson's batting .285. He's got 42 home runs. He's got 42 RBIs. Here's a pitch. That's a 21. Struck him out, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, none left, and we move to the bottom of the first inning. So these cards are nice. They're easy to read, nice big font. So if you wear glasses like I do, it's very easy to play this game. Plays very easy, straightforward, as you can see. Everything comes off the cards. I've not looked at any charts. Here's Walt Williams. He leads off. He's a right-handed hitter versus the righty Blue Moon Odom. Let's see. Let me get through this so I can give you some stats on Blue Moon Odom. Let's just input those 3 plays, 6-4-3, and then a K. And Blue Moon Odom is 2-6 with a 3.36 ERA. Here's a pitch to Walt Williams. That's a 37. That'll be an out. A 2 is bounced to the first baseman, Tommy Davis, who steps on the bag ahead of Williams for out number 1. Next up is the lefty Pat Kelly. That's a 90. A 90 is going to be some sort of a bouncer to second base. One hopper. And Green throws him out. So Pat Kelly is down on a ground ball to second base. And here's Carlos May with 2 outs with a 0-3. That's going to be a deep drive. So we get to see how the deep drive chart works. Now, Carlos May's a lefty. And we're going to roll here. And that's going to be a 1. So that's going to be all ballparks become home runs. It's a 19. And that is going to be a drive in the gap. And that's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. Digging around second, digging for third is May. Here's the relay, the tag by Bando, and he is safe with a triple. So that 19, as you can see, falls in the TR range. It doesn't say how many triples he had, but he had enough to have triples there. So in this situation, the ballpark card did not come into play. All right. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So 2 outs, runner on third, and here's Bill Melton. He's hit 33 home runs, had quite a year in 1971. 33 home runs, 270 batting average, 350 on base percentage, and he's an excellent third baseman according to the metrics. So yep, here's a pitch, and that's a 58. That's a line drive base hit. Run scores 1-0 White Sox. Bill Melton comes through with an RBI single with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And Carlos May steps on home plate, and the White Sox are up by a run. Here is Jay Johnstone. He bats from the left side. That's going to be a 58, and that's off the pitcher. And a 58 is also a hard hit ground ball, and that's through. Now 58 will be a single, runner will hold. So first and second. Yeah, he is an S, so he will definitely hold. First and second, 2 outs, and up comes Mike Andrews. Pitch from Blue Moon with a 51. That's going to be a deep drive. So Andrews gets a hold of one. See what's going to happen here. And that is a 57. It's a drive off the wall. 1 run scores. Let's see if Johnstone will score. He is a blank, so with 2 outs, he becomes fast. Let's check the chart here. The base running chart. This is the first time we've had to use charts. Once you memorize these, it's pretty simple. There's 2 outs and there's a double. So it's going to be a question mark. That's going to take us to the choice chart, and we're going to roll. And it's going to be an 85. 85 will say he is fast and he is safe. So a 2-run double here in the first inning by Mike Andrews. Drives in 4 and 5. Batter 4 and batter 5. 2 RBIs. And it's 3-0 White Sox. So Blue Moon Odom off to a rocky start, to say the least. And here's the lefty swinging Ed Herman, the catcher, with a 57. And that's ripped for a base hit, and that will score Andrews. He is slow, a blank, but it is, yep, he will score with that S+. And it's 4-0 now. RBI single for Herman. And the manager is going to come out to talk to Blue Moon Odom. Here's Luis Alvarado with 2 outs. Got 2 quick outs, and then it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually, that's a point. That's a point off his 10, so he becomes a 9. We're going to write that in here, -1 to his point total for allowing 5 consecutive base runners. That's going to be a 79, and that'll be an out finally. It's a hard hit ground ball to the second baseman, Green, over to first, and that retires the side. But 4 runs come in, and the White Sox lead it 4-0. We go to the top of the second. That's 4 runs on 5 hits. Yikes. All right, here is Tommy Davis leading off against Tommy John, and that's a 90, which will be an out of 5 is a hard hit ground ball. ripped to short. Shortstop Alvarado on target to first for out number 1. Here's Sal Bando. And that's a 70, which is a strikeout. Bando swings and misses at a high fastball. Couldn't ignore that pitch. And here's Gene Tennis with a 53. That's going to be line base hit center field, and Tennis is on with a single. 2-out single by Gene Tennis. And here's Larry Brown pitch with a 96, and that'll be an out. An 8 is a fly ball right field. Over is Kelly, and Kelly makes the catch. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the bottom of the second inning. All right, here's Tommy John leading off. That's a 0-1. So no deep drives there. It's going to be a single for Tommy John. A little bouncer that gets through the infield. So he's on at first. Here's Walt Williams. A 69. That'll be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. About time. Pat Kelly next. With an 82, and that'll be an 8. That's a fly ball. Left field, Joe Rudy towards the line, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Carlos May. Carlos May tripled. And an 82, that'll be an out again. That's ripped and caught by Dick Green, who's positioned exactly where he needed to be to make that grab. All right. Bill Melton will lead off the bottom of the third for the White Sox. It's an overcast day here in Chicago at White Sox Park. They were in third place in the AL West, 79 and 83. And here's Dick Green leading off. Dick Green with a 97. That'll be a pitcher card out. Hit hard to the second baseman, and he fields it cleanly, and Andrews throws out Green. Blue Moon Odom's card. And that's a 0-5. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Tommy John. 2 out. And it's a 0-5, which will be line base hit for Mangual. He's 2 for 2 today. Mangual batted 286 this season. So runner on first, 2 outs, and here's Joe Rudy. Here's a pitch. And that's an 86, which will turn into an 8, and that's a fly ball right field. Backing up a few steps is Kelly, and he makes the catch. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the third, 4-0 White Sox. They scored all their runs in the first inning. Melton leading off. He singled and collected an RBI and scored a run in that first inning, a 97. And that'll be a drive to center field. Backing up all the way to the track is Mangual, and he makes the catch. F8. So you got deep fly balls, shallow fly balls, hard hit balls, soft hit balls. You got all kinds of stuff here in this game. Here's Jay Johnston with 73, and that's off the pitcher, and that'll be a defensive check. So we will roll here. Let's look for our defensive chart. Second time we look at charts. And it's all right here in front of us. It's going to be a 95, and a 95 comes to the error side. A 95 against the center fielder. Center fielder Mangual is, now you look at his number, and he is a 4, which is pretty good, center fielder. But will that be enough to make the catch? Yes, nice running catch by Mangual, 2 out. So Johnstone with a drive in the gap, and after it is Mangual, and Mangual turns on the Jets and runs it down. Nice stretch there, and here's Mike Andrews, who doubled home 2 runs in the first inning. 2 out, nobody on. That's a 20. That's off of Andrews, and that's ball 4. Andrews has a high walk total there, 12 to 23 walks. Wow. So he has a 400 on-base percentage. So the White Sox were not that bad in 71. So 2 out, 1 on. Andrews, is he a base stealer? Let's take a quick look. I doubt it. Nah. He's got 3 stolen bases, so he's not going here. Here's Herman. That's a 78, and that's off the pitcher, which will be an out. A 6 is a it's ripped to second base, and it's going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice, force out to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, a walk, one left. And Herman hits it hard, but right at the second baseman Green. To end the inning, we go to the top of the fourth. Reginald Martinez Jackson, number 9. And that's a 46, and a 6 is bounced to second base. Easy play for Andrews. Little do they know that they will be teammates soon. Here's Tommy Davis with 1 out. That's a 16, and that is ripped for a base hit to left. Played on a hop by the left fielder, Walt Williams. Davis is on at first. And he's got a few stolen bases, but I'm going to hold off. Here's Bando. And that's a 14, which will be ball 4. So 2 base runners here for the A's. They got a little something going with 1 out. In the top of the fourth, they find themselves down by 4 runs. Gene Tennis now has got good power. Hit 7 home runs and 200 plate appearances. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 72, and that's going to be a defensive check. So we're going to roll again, see what happens. And that's a 45, and that's right back to the pitcher, Tommy John. Tommy John is where's his defensive rating? Oh, there he is. His fielding rating is a 3. He will make that play. There are runners on first and second, a G1. That may be a double play. Let me look at the ground out. This is another thing that is easy to memorize, but I haven't played this in a while. So let me look at the Groundout Chart. Here it is, Groundout Chart. Runners on first and second, G1, and that's going to be a fielder's choice. Fielder's choice 3. Defensive manager chooses between 1, holding the runner at there's nobody at third. First and second, fielder's choice 3. Hold on. Here it is. Fielder's choice 3. If a runner on second is slower than the runner on first, so the runner on second is Davis, and the runner on first, Bando, is blank. They're both blank, so that's not true. So if the runner on second is slower than the runner on first, he's rated or the fielder is rated a 5, and Tommy John's a 3. They're forced out. Otherwise, the runner on first is forced out. Okay, so it's going to be 1-6 fielder's choice, just the way I thought. And now it's first and third. Tennis is on at first. Davis is on at third. 2 outs, and here's Larry Brown. The pitch from Tommy John, and that's going to be a 91. Wild pitch, and a run comes in on the wild pitch. And going to second base is Tennis. And Brown is still up. So it's 4-1 now. And here's the pitch. That's a 36, and that'll be a 3, which is bounced to third. Melton up with it, fires to first, and in time, 1 run scores on a wild pitch, a hit and a walk. They leave 1, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 4-1 White Sox. Luis Alvarado leading off. It's going to be Alvarado, John, and the top of the order, Walt Williams. Here's a pitch from Blue Moon Odom with a 99 and a 5, and that is ripped to short, played by Brown on target to Tommy Davis at first, 1 away. Here's Tommy John with a 40, and that'll be a 9, which is a fly ball center field. Racing in is Mogwal, and Mogwal is there. 2 down. Walt Williams. He's a right-handed hitter. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out and struck out today. And here's a pitch. That's a 98. That's off the pitcher. A 98 with a 7 is a fly ball to right. Reggie Jackson over a few steps and under it, squeezes it for out number 3, and that retires the side. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 5th, 4-1. Chicago. Dick Green leading off. It's going to be Green, Odom, and Mogwal. I don't pull pitchers. This is 1971, so 66, and that is a strikeout. So Dick Green chases a curve. Curveball got him, and here's Odom. Pitch from John, a 74. That's going to be a defensive check. And we can throw the dice again already. Let's just grab a chart. There it is. All right, it's a 24, and this is going to be a range check. And it's against the left fielder. Left fielder is Walt Williams. Walt Williams, what kind of left fielder is he? He is a 4 left fielder. Again, a pretty good left fielder. And he will make a nice running catch with the 24. All right, so 2 out. And here is Angel Mangual, who's 2 for 2, 2 singles today. Top of the 5th, 2 out. Nobody on the pitch. And that's a 61 that's bounced up the middle and through for his 3rd hit of the day. He's 3 for 3. He's having quite a good day. Here's Joe Rudy with 2 out and 1 on. The A's travel 4-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. It's Tommy John pitching for the White Sox. And here's a pitch, and that's a 34. And the 34 will be an out with a 6, and that is ripped to shortstop, flips to second base, and that retires the side on the force out. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 5th. So we're getting there. Once we get to the 6th inning, we've got to start counting up the endurance points. I'll show you how to do that. Here's Pat Kelly. That's a 78, and that'll be off of Blue Moon, which is an out. A 2 is a bouncer, slow tapper right back to the mound, and Blue Moon on top of it quickly and throws him out at first by half a step. Carlos May now with 1 out, 61, and that is line base hit for May. That's his 2nd hit of the day. He hit a triple in the 1st, so he's 2 for 3. Here's Bill Melton, always dangerous Melton. His pitch, and that's a 0-2. That is trouble. That's a deep drive chart against a righty, and we're not going to use that row. We're going to use the next row, and that's going to be a 10. That's a deep drive to left field, and going back is Rudy. He looks up, and that's gone. 2-run shot, 6-1, and that's going to be all for our boy Blue Moon Odom. 2-run shot from Melton, drives in 2 more. It's 3 RBIs on the day, and he's 2 for 3. And we're gonna go to the pen and grab somebody out of there. See who we're gonna grab. Let's see. All right, Daryl Knowles is in the game, and Daryl Knowles, how's he doing? I don't have the stats on him right now. Oh, I just brought him. Okay, I just brought him in. I shouldn't have brought him in though. Oh no, I didn't bring. Okay, he has a 5.64 ERA, 30 innings pitched, 3-1 record, so he hasn't been doing all that well. All right, but he will be facing the lefty Jay Johnstone. So here's the pitch. That's going to be a 98, which will be an out. With a 9 is a fly out to center field over his Mangual. He's under it. Out number 2. Let's write Knowles in. And he comes in bottom of the 5th. And I do with 1 out. He came in with 1 out. All right, and here's Mike Andrews. Andrews is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk, 2 RBIs today with a 92. And it's a 4. That should be hit hard, but right down the line to the third baseman. Bando backhands it, long throw to first, and in time. So 2 runs on 2 hits, and it's 6-1 White Sox. All right, Reginald Martinez-Jackson, he's 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch from Tommy John. And that's going to be a 55 line base hit to right. Rips one, frozen road off the bat of Reggie. And he's on at first. Here's Tommy Davis, the pitch. That's a 0-4, and that's going to be a base hit. And Jackson will, I believe he will go to third on this since it's a plus. Double check here. Yep, it is a plus, so he goes to third on this. First and third now. And let's see, he's gone 5 plus 2 times around the lineup. That's how you do that. You add the innings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he's faced the lineup twice. That's 7. He's given up at least 1 run. That's 8. So he's used up 8 of his 10 of his 11 points. So he's still okay. Here's Sal Bando. And that's an 86, which will be a 2, and that's bounced to the first baseman. And I believe that's a fielder's choice. I believe it's a fielder's choice. Again, first and... a run will score on this one because it's a G3. Wait a second. Hold 3. All right, they mixed it up a little bit than the way it was before. First and third is going to be a hold 3. That should be with the infield in, but all right. So we're going to hold. Runner will move up, so it's a bouncer to first base for out number 1. Bando Davis goes to second base, so it's second and third here for Gene Tennis. The pitch from Tommy John, and that's a 60. That is line base hit. 1 run comes in, the other one will hold at third. We are down by 5 runs. Now it's 4 runs, so it's 6-2 now. RBI single for, and that's his second hit of the game. RBI single for Tennis, drives in Jackson. First and third, here's Larry Brown. Some movement in the White Sox bullpen. Here's a pitch to Larry Brown. It's a 79 and a 5. That's hit hard right at the shortstop. First and third. And that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. They turn it, and that ends the inning. So 1 run comes in on 3 hits. It's 6-2 now. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And that's a tough double play. They had something going there. And it ends on a good defensive play. Here's Ed Herman leading off. It's Herman, Alvarado, and John. Odom this will be his last inning because he'll get pulled for pinch hitter in the 7th inning. Here's a pitch from, Daryl Knowles is pitching, so he doesn't have to. Daryl Knowles will get pulled. Let's write Daryl Knowles in there so we remember. All right, it's going to be a 67. Struck him out. Herman swings and misses at a Daryl Knowles curveball. Daryl Knowles has a record for the most appearances as a reliever in the 1973 World Series. He appeared in every single game. Here's Luis Alvarado, who's 0 for 2 today with a couple of groundouts, a 62. And he gets plunked. And he's down. Trainer and the manager are going to come out, and they're giving Knowles the dirty look. And here's Tommy John. And Tommy John is going to... is he going to square? Is he going to swing away? We're going to let him swing away, and that's a 23, and that's going to be some sort of an out. That's a fly ball, shallow right. Reggie races in, and Reggie gets there. Back to first is Alvarado. Alvarado was hit by a pitch. And here's Walt Williams. Pitch from Knowles, and it's a 27 and a 6, and that is hit hard right at the shortstop. Flips to the second baseman covering, and the force out ends the inning. No runs, no hits. A hit by pitch, so a run left. Base runner left. And we move to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Green, then a pinch hitter for Knowles, and the top of the order, Mangual. So here's a pitch from Tommy John. Tommy John is still good to go. That's a 12, and that is a base on ball, so Green walks. He's on at first. Let's bring in a pinch hitter now. See who we got here to pinch hit. All right, so it was 3. Hold on a second, I got to do this second. You know what? Let's see who we got to pinch hit. And we got a ton of lefties. We got Tony La Russa. We can, get all the players. So we got to pull out Tony La Russa. All right, so Tony La Russa's card, he'll be batting, and his card is with the Atlanta Braves. So I'll be using his card there. So let's see what happens. Tony La Russa is going to pinch hit. And there he is. He will face Tommy John. Here's a pitch, and that's off. Oh, the pitcher card, and that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to send Green to third, first and third. So La Russa with a pinch hit single. Good job. Future manager of the Cardinals and of the Athletics. And here's Angel Mangual. So it seems that Tommy John is fatiguing. So he's gone 6 plus 2 plus 3. He's up to 9. And let's do this here. Top of the 7th. We're keeping him in there. Again, it's 6-2. The score. This is game 82. And the score is 6-2. We are in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Mangual, who's 3 for 3 today. That's a 65. Ball 4, and he walks Mangual to load the bases. So the bases are loaded for Joe Rudy, and it looks like you know what? We're going to try to keep John in there to face Jackson, the lefty. So here's a pitch. John against Rudy. He's loaded the bases, but again, this is 71, so we're going to stick with our starter. He did pitch 230 innings in 38 games. Here's a pitch to Joe Rudy. And that's a 91 wild pitch, second wild pitch of the game. Everybody moves. And so he goes there to second, and he goes to third. And then, of course, up here, he goes to second on the wild pitch. And Rudy's still up, second and third now. Score is 6-3. And here's a pitch to Rudy. And that's a 14, ball 4, and that's going to be all for John. Bring in Foster. Terry Foster to face the lefty, Foster to face the lefty, Reginald Martinez Jackson with the bases loaded. So it's Foster against Jackson here with the bases loaded. The score is 6-3. White Sox. So this is a big opportunity. There's nobody out. Big opportunity for the A's to get back into this ball game. A double here could clear the bases, and the game would be tied. The go-ahead run is now at the plate in Reginald Martinez Jackson, who's got a ton of power, hit 32 home runs in 642 plate appearances. So Terry Foster checks in with Herman for the sign. He sets and deals the pitch to Jackson. And that is, we almost had the, oh my goodness. Close to the deep drive. That's going to be a 49 off Jackson, and a 5 is going to be a slow hit ball to the shortstop. So with the bases loaded, a slow hit ball to the shortstop. Where are the slow hit balls? Oh, here it is. Always result in advance. Okay, all slow hit balls are advanced, which makes sense. So another run comes in. Everybody moves up. And it's a G3 with an RBI for Jackson. Scoring is La Russa, and that's going to bring in Tommy Davis. So we're going to go back to the pen, and we're going to grab the 7th inning with 1 out. We're going to grab Bart Johnson. And here is the pitch from Bart Johnson. So we had Foster, and now it's Johnson. See if he can get us out of trouble. 1 out, second and third. Score is 6-4 now. And here's the pitch to Tommy Davis. That's a snake eyes, and that's going to be line base hit. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and score is tied up at 6 apiece. 2-run single for Tommy Davis. Scoring is Mangual. Right behind him is Rudy. And that's 1 and 2. Those are batters 1 and 2 score, and the game is tied. Here's Sal Bando. with a 94, and that'll be some sort of an out of fly ball to right field. Right fielder Pat Kelly, he's there for out number 2. Holding back to first goes Tommy Davis. And here's Gene Tennis. Tennis is 2 for 3 today. Pitch from Johnson. That's a 25, and that'll be a strikeout to end the inning. But 1, 2, 3, 4, they score 4 runs on 2 hits and a bunch of walks, on 3 walks. They leave 1, and at the end of 6.5, the score is 6-6. All right, so yesterday we had a pitcher's duel. It was 2-1. Today we have a little bit more of a slugfest, if you will. I was thinking of the word barn burner. And it's going to be a new pitcher for the A's. We're going to bring in, let's see, who we're going to bring in here. Johnson, Jackson, okay. New pitcher is going to be 3. Matt Locker. You know what? We're going to bring in Bob Locker. So let's grab Locker real quick here. All right, it's going to be Locker versus Kelly, May, and Melton, 2 lefties and a righty. And let's look at Locker's stats. Locker has a 1.62 ERA and 33 innings pitched with a 4-0 record. And let's just stretch out our leg a little bit here. Okay. All right. And here's a pitch leading off the inning. Pat Kelly at the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch. That's going to be a 49, and a 9 is a fly out to center field. Mangual is there. 1 down. Carlos May is up next. He is 2 for 3 with a triple and a single. And an 0-6 is going to be line base hit. His 3rd hit of the day. Rips one to right. Played on a hop by Reggie Jackson, who gets it into second baseman Dick Green. And back to first goes May. Here's Bill Melton. Melton's got a 2-run home run and an RBI single. So he's 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs today. Here's the pitch from Locker. And that is a 92, which will be a wild pitch. So he goes to second, and now it's Bill Melton. And that's an 82 this time, and with a 5. That's hit hard at the shortstop, so holding at second will be May. So Melton rips one, but right at the shortstop, Larry Brown. And here's Jay Johnstone, 53, and that is line base hit. Scoring is May. RBI single for Johnstone. May should not be slow, but even if he is, he would become average now. He's fast. And he comes around to score, and Johnstone with his first RBI of the day, he's 2 for 4. It's 7-6. The White Sox retake the lead. They lead at 7-6 now here in the bottom of the 7th. Next is Mike Andrews with an 81, and that will be an 8, which is a fly out left field towards the line is Rudy, and he runs it down. 1 run on 2 hits. Score 7-6. We go to top of the 8th. It's going to be Larry Brown. Larry Brown, Green. And then the catcher, we switch catchers. Duncan is in there. Pitcher is here where Tennis is. And here is batting is Larry Brown against Bart Johnson. Here's a pitch, and that's a 0-6. That's a ground ball and through for a base hit. So Brown is on with a single. Squaring is Green, so he will bunt. Let's grab our bunt chart. Let's just roll because I know how to do this anyway. It's a 17, and a 17 is a strikeout. That's 2 strikes, so he's going to swing away. Let's try a hit and run. Where's the hit and run rule? Haven't used that. Remember, I haven't played this in a few months. Hit and run rule. Playing it safe. Where's the hit and run rule? Can't find the hit and run rule. Oh wait, here's the hit and run. Okay, let's roll it. And that's a 21, which will be a strikeout off the bat of green. That's not good. Hit and run. The strikeout is, check the modifier. Strike, lead runner is caught stealing. The modifier is a 7, so it's a strike if runner is a very fast or fast. Larry Brown, let's see what he is. Probably neither. Yeah, he's neither. Very fast or fast. If he's very fast or fast, re-roll the modifier down. If it's less than the runner's first steal number, they steal the base. Otherwise, the lead runner is thrown out. So it's going to be a strike, and they throw out the runner. Green is, so it's going to be 2-4, caught stealing. And green is still up with 1 out. Nobody on. Here's the pitch from Johnson. It's a 30. And it's going to be a fly out. No, it's a hard hit ball to the ground, to shortstop in the hole. Long throw for Alvarado, and gets screened by half a step. 2 out. And here's Duncan. Dunkin' Donuts. Get me a coffee and a jelly donut. He's actually my catcher in one of my catchers in the Inside Pitch League I'm part of. So here is Duncan on a double switch, and that's a 30, which will be an out. A 9 is a fly out center field. Over is Johnstone, and he makes the catch. All right. So, bottom of the 8th, 7-6 White Sox. It's going to be Herman, Alvarado, and Bart Johnson. Bart Johnson's gone 2 already. So we're going to use him, even though he's a little bit fatigued. And I'll show you how to use that, how to do that. That's a 0-4. And a 0-4 is line base hit to right for Herman. It's a single off the bat of Ed Herman. He's on at first. Next is Alvarado, and he'll bunt. That's an 81, which will be an out. And bunted to the first baseman. And it's an out. First baseman, let's see, he's slow, so we may be able to get him. It's to the first baseman Davis. What kind of fielder is he? That makes a difference to see if we can get the lead runner. He's a 3. All right, so I think they simplified this whole thing. So, all right, it's an out. Oh, that's a hit and run. Okay, so he's a 3, and the runner is slow. So 0-5, we can get the lead runner. Let's try to 0-5, 50% chance to get the lead runner. We're down by 1. Let's try it. And we get him. So we get the lead runner, and it's 3-6 on the bunt attempt. So it's a fielder's choice for Alvarado. And next is Bart Johnson. And we have Bart Johnson's hitter card. All right, Bart Johnson's up, and he's going to square the bunt. And that's going to be an 88, which will be another out. With a 0, that means the pitcher is going to cover it, and 88 is an out. And let's roll that again, and it's a 4, which will be a 2-4. So again, they can try to get the runner. But this time he is a little faster. This time the runner is going to be Alvarado, who's a blank. And the fielder, who did I say it was going to? I think I said it was going to the pitcher. So Bart Johnson as a Locker as a pitcher is a fielding column 2. So 2, it's 0-3. So we're just it's gonna be a good bunt. And it's gonna go 1-4. Runner to second. So Bart Johnson completes a successful sacrifice with 2 outs now. We got a Alvarado at second base with 2 outs. He'll be fast. And here's Walt Williams. Pitch from Locker to Walt Williams. It's a 75, and that'll be a fly ball center field. On the run is Mangual. Will he get there? Yes. So no runs. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the A's. It's going to be the top of the order. And Bart Johnson, who is fatigued, and that means that the offense is going to have an advantage. We can pull results from the pitcher card onto the batter card minus 50. All right, so I'll show you how that works. So here goes, and if we need to, we will go to the bullpen, but let me double check who I got over there, because he is the closer. But I did use him. He can only go basically 2, and he came in half an inning and he gave up a single. Otherwise, he would have gotten a +1. So basically, I'll keep him fresh unless he allows 1 base runner. Then automatically he will become fatigued. So let's start with Mangual, who is 3 for 3 and a walk today. So he's been en fuego. The A's are down by a run, 7-6. They came back from a 6-1 deficit to tie it at 6 apiece, and that's going to be a 16-4. All right, so now Johnson's going to be fatigued, and Mangual is on at first, and he's an average base runner. Here's Joe Rudy. We're going to let him swing away. And I'll show you how fatigue works. Okay, it's a 52. 52 is going to be a deep drive, so we don't want to change that. We have the option to change it. We don't want to change it. So it's going to be a deep drive. And let's see, he's a righty. Let's see what happens. He's got he's got 14-22 home run, and then he's got some park options. Let's see what happens. All right, it's going to be a 75, and that's going to be a drive. And in the gap, that's going to be a double. That's going to be a double in the gap. And we're going to, Mangual is average speed, so we're going to hold him up because otherwise, you know what, we're going to try to score. Well, there's nobody out, so let's hold up Mangual. Let's hope I don't regret that. So it's going to be 2nd and 3rd now. And here's Reggie Jackson. We're going to walk Jackson to load the bases. Going to bring the infield in and the outfield in. Infield in, outfield in. Bases loaded. Tommy Davis, who Davis is today, he's 3 for 4. Bart Johnson versus Tommy Davis. Here's the pitch. And that's a 39. And we can go up 50, but no, we wouldn't do that. 39. 39 would be 89. And that would still be an out. So either one is an out. It's a 0. It's going to be a line out. A line out to the shortstop. I'm going to roll 2d6. It could be a double play line out. Oh, wait a second. Infield in. That's a base hit. Line out to the infield in are base hits, my friends. So that's a base hit. And let's see how many score on that. The A's have tied this game at 7 apiece. Hold on, let me just grab it. All right, lineouts. Where's the infield? Oh, infield planning. Lineouts are chain plus, so 2 runs will score. Mangual scores, and Rudy will score. Going to 3rd is Jackson, 1st and 3rd. 2 RBIs for Davis, his 3rd hit of the day. And he drives in 1 and 2, batters 1 and 2. And it's 1st and 3rd. Again, the infield's in. It's going to be a tough one. Now we can bring in whoever we want because the A's have taken a 8-7 lead. And Blue Moon Odom facing Kelly is 3. And let's go back 1. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, let's go back 1. Just checking for a new pitcher. Bart Johnson's pitching. Foster already pitched. Wilbur Wood, but he's going to start, so we got really nobody else. So we're going to leave in Bart Johnson in there. And here's Salvando. Infield's in. It's going to be an 86. That'll be an out with an 8. That's a fly out to left field. Let's look at the outfield chart. I don't have these memorized. I did before when I was playing every day. Yeah, he can try to score. Let me see who's on 3rd. Jackson, and Jackson, I believe, is is a blank. So he will try to score here. And we're going to go on the choice chart. Where's the choice chart? The choice chart is right here. I will throw 3d6. I have 3d10, and it's a 23. And a 23 says he is blank. He will be safe. Sacrifice fly. And I think it was the center field. Doesn't matter. It's an RBI. Jackson scores. That's 1 out. And the A's lead it 9-7 now. So Banda with a sacrifice fly, and here's the pitcher. Going to bring in a pinch hitter for the pitcher. Who's it going to be? All right, it's going to be Rick Monday hitting for pitcher Rowland. Here's a pitch from Johnson to Rick Monday. That's going to be a 56, which will be a line drive and a base hit. Runner will stop at second. Next up is Larry Brown with 1 out, first and second. Pitch from Johnstone. It's a 49. Let's go to 99. 49 will be an out. A 9 is going to be a fly out to center field for out number 2. Under it is Jay Johnstone. 2 out. And here's Dick Green. And that's a 16, which will be a base hit. Otherwise, it could be a 66, and that would be a walk. So we're going to no, it's a strikeout. It's going to be a base on balls because he's fatigued. So we can move it up. I think, okay, you can only subtract 50. So since it landed on the batter card, it's going to be an out, and that'll end the inning. Struck him out. Green strikes out. And but the A's pick up 3 runs here in the top of the 9th to take a 9-7 lead on 1, 2, 3 hits. And they lead at 9-7. We're going to get a new pitcher here in the bottom of the 9th. All right, Raleigh Fingers comes in. He will be facing Pat Kelly, Carlos May, and Bill Melton. Here's a pitch from Raleigh Fingers, and that's an 81. That's off Fingers' card with an 8. It's a fly out to left. Joe Rudy, 1 down. Carlos May, and that's a 46. That'll be off May. A 6 is hit hard to the second baseman Green. Sidearms it to first, 2 down. So the White Sox are down to their last out. Here's a pitch, Melton, and Melton with an 82, and that'll be a 6. And that is ripped to second base. Green up with it, throws him out. That's the ball game. So the A's have a come-from-behind victory. They take the game 9-7. Scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th after they were down 7-6. And Bart Johnson's going to take the loss here. All right, let's quickly recap. Excellent game. The A's with 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. The White Sox, 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. The A's come back with 3 runs in the top of the 9th, and Raleigh Fingers comes in and retires the Sox 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 9th. He picks up his 9th save. The win goes to Locker, Bob Locker. He's 5-0. The loss is going to go to Bart Johnson. He's 4-6. The Athletics improved their record to 52-30. They're in first place. The White Sox in third place, 38-42. Very close to their actual records. And big days. Tommy Davis, 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs. And Angel Mangual, 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And that's about it. This is Deep Drive version 3. Next game, let me tell you what the next game is. Who's pitching in the next game? Let me quickly look at that, and I'll give you that information. All right, and it's going to be Dobson versus Wilbur Wood. Wilbur Wood is 12-4. Dobson is 7-4. So I will be playing that game. This game is going to be played Thursday. So this is a 3-game set. The A's have won both. Let me see, I have the other. The first game was won by the A's, and the score was 2-1. The second game was a barn burner, 9-7. So you get, you get both extremes in this game. So it's an excellent game. Plays very realistically, and it'll be the third game. see if the White Sox can avoid the sweep with Wilbur Wood, their ace, going. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association. Like and subscribe to my channel. Helps us beat the algorithm and gives me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Take care, guys. I will see you soon.